the topic that is called the sweat box. This is truly about the sweat box. This is a place that we're going to find ourselves a lot of times, or man, we find ourselves right now in that place where no matter what we do, no matter how hard we work, no matter what we throw at it, no matter how we reinvent, that we are in the same place we were at before. And I'm going to tell the story of my grandbaby. You know, poor Boogie, she is raised by 3 strong leaders. My husband's a retired colonel. Obviously, you guys know my story. 32 years of owning my company, coming from rock bottom up, no excuses. And my daughter is just another version of me, but she's got that millennial slant to her. Y'all know what I mean? So poor Boogie, even though she's the most sweetest thing on the face of the earth, she's so compassionate, she's so loving. That's my grandbaby with a heart that's just so sweet. And she just loves everybody, and she's so kind to everybody, and she feels everything. But bless her heart, she's got 3 leaders that she's being raised by, which means she is constantly in the sweat box. Sweat box is when you are literally in a square, and no matter what you do, you feel the heat. Okay, it's not working, you're getting worried, you're being stressed out, maybe even something's happening to you, and you're just, man, you can't get out of it, no matter what you do. Well, Boogie found herself there with her mama in the last 24 hours. She couldn't win if she tried. First of all, we knew as grandparents, we needed to be superheroes and go rescue her from her mama. We knew things were getting a little hot that we thought, you know what, we'll pick her up from school. We just knew, eject, get her out of that sweat box. And so Papa goes and picks her up. They get here and I'm all like, hey, babe, make sure you check her folder, make sure she had a good day, no marks, because we don't want to send her home with marks. Man, that's just going to be more of a sweat box for her. No matter what she does, she ain't going to win. So Papa says, okay, I'll check it. Well, Papa and her have this relationship. When they get together, they just ignore the world, ignore responsibilities. They are Quinn and Quentin, Q and Q together, and the world doesn't matter. That they're out there with her little scooter. You got to see it. It's a big old thing. It's motorized. She calls it chocolate, and it just takes off. It's like a cart, like a rotor boat, like a motorbike that you go 4-wheeling with. So she's in the neighborhood. She's going. She gets back. She's on the scooter, and I'm like, Papa, have you checked her folder to make sure like it's positive? And sure enough, Papa sends me a picture later, shows me she got a smiley face today. So I'm thinking, man, everything is wonderful. We saved her. Woo, she's out of the sweat box. She goes and gets home, and she decides to walk in and tell her mama that she doesn't want to do anything until she has dinner. She gets home at 6:30, and she tells her mama, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing homework. I'm not taking a bath until I get dinner. So Brianna's like, okay. Well, her mom didn't feel like cooking, so they ordered, which you know, sometimes that takes a while to get there. Then Boogie decides to kick back and chill out and do nothing, forgetting she was in the sweat box when we picked her up. Make a long story short, we are getting a text from our daughter saying that here it is, 9 o'clock at night, and they are just now, Boogie, ready to do homework. And she's got a lot of it. And on top of that, she still has clothes to fold, and she's got to pack, because when I said we rescued her, we were ejecting her and getting her mom to have her one more night to pack her stuff so that she could be here for her next 2 days where school's done for the Christmas holiday. Her mama was not going to let up. Her mama was not going to give her a bone. Her mama was not going to give her a pass. Her mama says, well, sorry, you decided to wait until 9:30 to do homework. You decided to wait all this time before you folded clothes and took a bath. You laid down the rules. You said what you wanted, so I gave it to you. We knew Boogie was in trouble. We knew that she was going to have a long night because Mama wasn't kidding. Mom said, look, I got off work and I took a nap while y'all had her. I have no problem staying awake until it's done. We try to do a phone a friend where we call in for a friend. Our granddaughter tried to plead her case. Her mama wasn't moving. Boogie was going to be in the sweat box. no matter what she did. She was taking too long on her homework. She hadn't folded her clothes. And then she wasn't going to bed until everything was done. It's past 11 o'clock at night, and there's her mom saying, we're just getting done with homework. So can you imagine what her morning was like? Papa was supposed to go pick her up. Boogie was still in her pajamas, and it was just like the sweat box. No matter what Boogie did, no matter what she threw at it, how she chose to roll, and even the decisions that she made because she started off in the sweat box was just going to be a downhill roll of what probably got her in the sweat box to begin with. Well, let me tell you what, we are always going to find ourselves in a sweat box. Whether it's something we've done to ourselves or something that's done to us or just freaking life happens and we find ourselves there, then we can just pull it, we can throw rocks at it, we can dig hard, we can stay focused, but no matter what we do, we find ourselves in the same place over and over and over again. This is a place to me that's crucial. This is a place to me that I'll be honest, and I'm hoping by the time that I'm done today, you'll feel the same that I am. I always know when I find myself here that I need to stay here for a little bit. Woo, come on. I need to stay in the sweat box for a little bit because something happened and I need to take notice. I did something and I need to assess myself. Or because of life has done something, I need to check that out and maybe I need to do things different. The sweat box to me is one of the best places to be. It doesn't feel good. You feel like you're a failure. Poor Boogie, because it started out that way in the morning because of her hair. I mean, it was just no matter what. Boogie's got hair past her butt. And there was her mama, you do your hair. How does a 7-year-old get long enough hands to do a ponytail? Boogie's about to cry. I'm trying to coach her through it. The whole day started out that way. And so I just thought, man, you know what? Maybe Boogie needed to be in the sweat box. Maybe it was a moment for her to think about some of the things that maybe she needed to do, that she could have done, or maybe it was time for Boogie to shift and pivot and grow. When you do everything, but you find yourself there, I need you to know that you are going to be okay. That was the first thing I had to tell Boogie that morning when she was just about to lose it, but she was trying to keep it together because she knew with her mama, if she started crying, it was over. I literally told her, Boogie, it is going to be okay. We are going to get through this, but we have to look at this situation and figure out what can you do? Okay, what can't you do? And then we got to make a decision to do something. We can't stay here. And so I want you to know that it is going to be okay and you're going to be okay. Don't think that this is just about you, okay, or don't take it personal. A lot of times we find ourselves in the sweat box. Do you realize it's really about the other person a lot of times? Or it's about what's happening in life? Or it's about what life is giving you that you've got to work within, that you've got to figure out how to overcome or how to master that versus trying to get it your way. How do I master this moment? How do I master this situation? A lot of times we'll take it personal and we'll act like it's just us. And then the next thing, we end up, and don't do this, throwing away the baby with the bathwater. That means that moment, that situation, our whole being and our mindset, what we're working on, what we're going hard for, we just throw it all away. The water isn't smelling good anymore, TA. The water is cloudy, can't even see through it. It's getting so thick, the baby is stuck. You know what? I'm just gonna throw this whole tub away, including the baby. What the world? That is the most important piece. We may need to drain. We may need some Drano. We may need something that we need to do to get that baby out of that thick water. But man, if we're trying to take a bath, we can't get rid of the tub. If the baby needs a bath, we can't get rid of the baby, but we sure can change what the baby is sitting in. We can change the water. We can create something that's new, even though we do not change where we are. Hope you're hearing that. And a lot of times in this moment, we just feel like it's us. We failed. We're not doing something right. There must be something wrong with us. We're not good enough. We can't achieve this. And we go and get frustrated. We go have maybe a tantrum. I have tantrums still. I know I do. They're called diva tantrums, though, TA tantrums, but I still have them when I know that things are not going the way that I want them to. Is know that this is, here it is, part of the process. This is part of the adversity that is required to prepare you for the future, to grow you, to get you to become stronger, to get your muscles bigger, to amplify your endurance or increase your strength, or maybe get your mind where it needs to be. This is part of the process to not only grow what you're trying to do, whether it's a relationship or it's marriage or it's your life or it's finances or it's a business or it's even a partnership or co-workers or your job. This is what's needed to grow, not only that, but here it is, but to grow you. We cannot grow. You cannot grow a muscle without hitting in the gym and not only doing weights, but guess what? You got to increase your weight. You got to increase your rate and sometimes your repetitions. You cannot tone, you cannot become stronger without adding on more weight. This is a process of what's needed, I've said it before, to get to the next level, to grow. And a lot of us get frustrated and we just want to go in a corner. We want to do a timeout, but we never come back out though. We stay in the corner. Where he at? Where she's at? Oh, she's still in the corner. We never come back out. Know that this is a necessity and it's a part of the process. And it is something that you not only have to look at, that you have to do. We got to change our mindset. This is what I need to do instead of have to do. What I need to do. Here's another one. What I get to do to grow. To grow this, to grow me. Because if I grow me, I can grow that.